Hey everybody, I am back to talk to you about cleansing. But before I get started, just wanted to tell you I'm going to be looking down at my notes occasionally because I've got a lot to cover and I don't want you to miss out on any good information. I'm wearing a hat today because I was having a really bad hair day. So forgive me. Hopefully I'm looking fab anyways to you. So let's get started. Why am I talking about cleansing? I'm talking about cleansing because we're almost finishing up summer and the kids, I think for the most part, are all back in school. And by August 22nd, we're going to be in the fall. And before you know it, it's Halloween, which happens to be my birthday. And I'm going to be 51. Holy crap. I don't feel 51. I feel all of 30, so that's a good thing, right? So anyhow, before you know it, it's Halloween, and then what happens after that? For me, it's always like Halloween, holy crap, that means Christmas and New Year's are right around the corner, right? And then it's the holidays. So during summertime, this is a season where normally we have a tendency to fall off track in regards to the health choices that we make, the food choices that we make, because it's party time. It's time to relax and have fun. And if you have kids, the kids are out of school, you're trying to show them a good time. You hang out with friends and family. You might go to picnics and outings. And those are the times that we engage in foods that are not so great for us that we normally wouldn't other times during the year, right? You might engage more in packaged foods, processed foods, eat out at restaurants a lot. And when you eat out at restaurants, it's really hard to gauge exactly what it is you're consuming because, restaurants have to be cost effective. So they're not going to be serving you super high quality, organic, pesticide free, antibiotic free, preservative free foods, right? And we all know that, and it's okay if we're engaging every once in a while, but when we overdo it is when we're also overloading our system with a lot of toxins and chemicals that it has trouble releasing, okay? I think it's really important to be said at this point that our bodies are designed to be self-cleaning and to eliminate toxins efficiently. And they do, they can. But the problem is that we overdo. And we're getting way too many toxins in sometimes when we have these seasons of overindulgence, right? So we're putting in more toxins and chemicals than our body has a chance to excrete and let go of. Okay? So let me tell you what a cleanse is, okay? A cleanse is a very gentle way of cleaning out the excess toxins from the body so your body can operate at optimal performance. Cleansing actually gives all of your major organs a break. So what's happening is you're eating clean foods, which means there's no toxins coming into your body while you're on the cleanse. So all of the extra stuff that's been accumulating in your fat cells and in your cell membranes actually has a chance to be excreted, okay? Because that's what happens when we get overloaded. All that stuff accumulates in our fat cells and in our cell membranes. And if you think about it, they become internal toxins that make you feel really icky. They make you feel bad. They make you feel sluggish. They make you moody. Okay, so we want to get rid of all of that stuff. So you can actually think of doing a cleanse as getting an all-access pass to this boundless energy that you never even knew you had. And that's a really, really good feeling. It's a very empowering feeling. Let me just tell you what my clients experience when they do my 14-day cleanse. They shed excess weight. And they notice especially around their belly area where they're holding on to that excess. It boosts their energy levels. They feel lighter and cleaner. Their cravings for sugar and starchy foods decrease dramatically. They experience clarity of thought. And I know this might sound a little weird or new to some of you, but if your intestinal system is being drugged down by chemicals and toxicity, and it's not working at optimum, it's not clean, your mind will be cluttered and you'll have foggy brain. Yeah, that icky, like you just can't think clearly. So believe it or not, your digestion, your bowels, and your head are very much connected. Have you ever noticed that, sorry to be gross, but when you have a good bowel movement, you can think clearly again? Pay attention to these things. These are clear communications from your body. And we've lost the ability to hear what our body is telling us, okay? Then they experience much deeper, more restful sleep. Their skin clears up. Their digestion, as I said, gets improved, so they have less gas and bloating. It decreases congestion or allergy symptoms. And the other thing they notice after doing a cleanse is that they clearly understand what their food sensitivities are, whereas before it was kind of this foggy gray area that they weren't really sure. Okay? So they walk away with a lot more clarity on what foods affect them, impact them negatively. So how will you know when it's time for you to do a cleanse? I'm going to show you. I'm going to list some symptoms here, If any of these symptoms sound like you, then you know that it's time to do a cleanse. So let's get started. You get bloated right after eating. You tend to gain weight easily, especially in the belly area. You have extra pounds that don't seem to come off no matter how much dieting or exercise you're doing. You have headaches more often than not. You tend to feel lethargic and lazy during the day when you should be having energy to do the things that you need to take care of. You frequently belch, or you're gassy, or you have a gurgling stomach all the time. You have cravings for sugary, starchy foods. You experience mood swings or anxiety. Now, for you ladies out there, I know a lot of us have a tendency to say, well, it's my time of the month, and that's why I'm feeling so stressed out and anxious, and I have mood swings. Maybe, but is it possible that you're also too toxic and you need to clean out your body? It's a big possibility you need to look into. You have allergies or hay fever. You experience muscle pain or achiness or stiff joints. You feel addicted to foods that you know aren't good for you, yet you can't seem to stop eating them. You have no willpower to stop eating them. And maybe you feel anxious, or you feel nervous and upset, or you're just downright cranky. Okay? If any of those symptoms sound like you, it may very well be time to do a cleanse. So what are you going to do about it? In my health coaching practice, I lead my clients through a detailed step-by-step 14-day cleanse. And it comes complete with menus, easy to make recipes, daily guidelines, and personal one-on-one coaching with me, which really helps you stay on track. Okay, this is great for not only first-time cleansers, because you have that guidance to do it the right way, but even for seasoned, experienced cleansers, having a coach kind of puts a different spin on things. It's very encouraging as you go through your progress, right? It's nice to have somebody there for support and accountability during a cleanse, because sometimes you get cranky and you don't want to finish it. But what we want to do is help you from start to finish to feel encouraged the whole way, help you remember why you're doing this, and get you to finish it, with flying colors, right? Victorious at the end. That's what we want for you. So it's really important that you understand you are not going to starve during this cleanse. Actually, you're going to feel more satisfied and energized because you'll be eating clean, nutrient-dense foods. Okay, for those of you that know that animal protein helps you even out your energy levels through the day, that's totally fine, because organic chicken and wild-caught fish are allowed on this cleanse. So you will not starve, okay? Just wanted to make that one really clear. And also keep in mind that this is super easy to do. You're going to have my guidance every step of the way. There's 3 phases during this 14-day cleanse. The first phase is called the prep phase. This is where we get your kitchen ready. We clear out the clutter of any, foods that you don't need to distract you or pull you off track. We ask your family to get on board. If your family's not willing to do that, that's totally okay. We can work around that too. And we get you into the grocery store knowing exactly what to buy, having everything ready in advance, because I don't want you going back and forth from the grocery store stressing out about what you need next, right? We want to keep this as simple and organized as possible so that you're far more likely to stick with the program. And it gets you mentally and emotionally prepared for the little journey you're about to embark on. Okay, that's what the prep phase is about. Then phase 2 is the cleanse itself. And during the cleanse, you're going to have very detailed understanding, very simple, of the foods that you can eat. Okay, and they're going to be clean, nutrient-dense foods. They'll be very energizing foods. And you're also going to be very aware and well-informed, simply understanding the foods that you will be avoiding during the cleanse. They're off limits completely, okay? And that'll be very clearly defined for you. No confusion at all. And then the third phase is called the reintroduction phase. And that's the phase where we, one by one, start reintroducing foods that are known as the common offenders. Those are the foods that a lot of people tend to have food sensitivities to or allergies, okay? So by the end of the cleanse, you're going to have a very clear understanding of what your food sensitivities are, and you're going to have a hyper awareness of the food addictions that you have. You may not even know that you have food addictions. Like years ago, I didn't know that I had an addiction to pasta. I'm Italian, and the thought of not having pasta with every single meal was just, I couldn't even conceive of that. If you told me I'm going to take away your pasta, I would have lost my freaking mind and killed you, because that's how addicted to pasta I was. At the time, I didn't get it. But I'm telling you right now, if you have any intense feelings about food that way, there's a really high chance that you're addicted to that food. Okay? So doing a cleanse like this will totally help you see the emotional component behind the addictions to certain foods you may have. Very, very interesting. My clients always walk away with clarity that they did not expect. They're always like, whoa, I didn't know that. And it's cool. It's empowering to know that stuff. As soon as you bring awareness to things, they lose their power over you. Yes? Yes. Okay, so if you're ready to do a cleanse and you want that extra guidance of having a coach by your side while you do it, and you're just tired of feeling like crap, you're tired of feeling around, carrying around the extra weight that you don't want. If you're tired, I invite you, go to my Facebook business page. It's called My Very Own Health Coach. And at the top of the page, you'll see a little button. It says Book Now. Go ahead and hit that button, and it's going to take you directly to my appointment scheduler. And then you'll see a little link that says, Is it time for a cleanse session? That's what you want to schedule. And then we'll talk. We'll decide whether or not a cleanse is right for you at this time in your life. Okay? So I've got a special deal going on right now. If you book your session before September 22nd, you will get $100 of a discount off of your detox program, which is really nice. But even better than that, if you want to invite a friend to do the cleanse with you, which is super nice for added support and accountability, because you're not doing it by yourself, especially for first-time cleansers, this is a really nice thing to do. Ask a friend, just say, hey, you want to clean up? Let's do this together. And what I'm offering is $200 off of your program for each person that comes in as a friend, that signs up for the program as your friend. And this is a super sweet deal. You can't go wrong. It's really awesome, especially considering the fact that you're getting one-on-one coaching, personal coaching. Each one of you will be getting that. So you really have nothing to lose except some extra weight and that sluggishness that you're feeling right now. So go ahead and book your session. Hit that book now button at the top of my very own health coach business page. And I totally look forward to working with you. Let's get you cleaned up. Okay, have a fun day. Ciao.